I have to submit it or?
First, present your paper, then give it.
Thank you everyone for having me here. The title of my paper is Home in Memory and Memory of Home, a reading on Adir Khan's seasonal adjustments. This paper actually focuses on Bangladeshi Australian diaspora novelist Adir Khan's first fictional work, Seasonal Adjustments, which have won Australia's prestigious NSW Literary Award in the year 1994. The novel is insightful in researching Iqbal Chaudhry, the expatriate's journeys first to Bangladesh and then to Australia. Iqbal's home is at Swapnaganj, Dhaka, which is not a mere place for dwelling, but it signifies a passionate connection with his root, which he called as his spiritual womb. As he says, I feel as though a part of me is permanently alive there, within quotes. Through the protagonist Iqbal, Adir Khan marks how a migrant congeals his memory of home in a diasporic space and also skillfully conveys his seasonal disappearance of the land Swapnaganj at Dhaka. Iqbal's perpetual cogitation of his belongingness is replete with conflicting emotions. His regret, relief, nostalgia, anger, gladness, etc. is finally inferred to his location at a kind of, within quotes, no man's land. Being away from his homeland, Iqbal preserves the memories by adhering to the past, but after coming back, here he has to remind himself that he was born here in Bangladesh. The narrative depicts the existential journey of Iqbal, a teacher from Ballarat, Australia, who goes back to his native country, Bangladesh, after 18 years, which is long enough to realize that for a migrant, the word, within quote, home is fraught with ambiguities.
Please highlight the break points so you have another visitor.
Okay. Achha.
I'm only 2 minutes.
Okay. In this era of globalization and transnationalism, the idea of homeland holds lot of importance in diasporic literature, and particularly to those who carries a sense of homelessness in an alien land. And memory here plays a significant role to them, as memory infringes in their linear flow of the story and also of their present existence. So this relationship between home and memory retains a pivotal point to diaspora, and in Iqbal's case, the past unfurled with a startling clarity, as if time and change had made no puzzle in his life. Actually, in this novel, Iqbal is constantly negotiating with his identities here in Bangladesh after 18 years and also in Australia, where he lived as a stranger. All of Adir Khan's protagonists more or less envisage this existential crisis that is rational and poignant at the same time. But by transcending the border of time and space, identities incur ceaseless transformation. Iqbal's refusal to any determinist notion of culture and religion also produces within him a sense of optimism which entrusts him to think of and look at the world differently. And it is important to note here that Adir Khan is writing about Iqbal's constant effort to adjustment that he has undertaken here in Bangladesh and also there in Australia. His perspective has been developed by his direct exposure to different cultures, nationalities, and he is wary of his exclusive sense of identity. In an interview taken a few years back, Adir Khan told that he actually has shared his experience being a diasporic writer. He said that to experience diaspora is to experience a isolation and a lack of belonging. A diasporic writer is someone who lives in no man's land. Unsettling as it may be, but it is not a bad position to be in. You see life from polarized perspectives, but in the end there is the awareness that humans are essentially the same, a mixture of the good and evil, generosity and meanness, insularity and secularism, at the same time love and hate. This is why he is not a patriotic person, and narrow-minded nationalism is the curse of the modern world. It is a reflection of insecurity and an uncertainty about ways to respond to different cultures. He celebrated Christmas, Eid and Diwali without inhibition, and he told that he is a citizen of the world, and if I do not belong to a particular place or culture, then so be it. At least I know and understand the dazzling diversity of mankind.